Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a video that's a little bit different, a little bit beauty related but a little bit not, and it is going to be my Q&A video. So I know a couple of people have been doing this recently, but I have been asked, and I've been asked quite a few times over the years to do one. I think I might have done one a few years ago now, but circumstances change, people change. I mean, the most commonly asked question I always get is what my ethnicity is. It's a standard question. Obviously I'm Asian. My name is Shahleena, and it's not a very common name, to be fair. But my mum is born in Kenya. She's from Nairobi, but she's Indian, or she's an Indian, and she was born an Indian Sikh. And then my dad is from Pakistan, and he is a Muslim. My mum converted many years ago, and so obviously she's a Muslim now. There are obviously bordering countries to these places like China and Afghanistan and other places, and I'm sure I've got family members that have come from here, from there, and then we all end up becoming this lovely warm mix of races and colours. But let's just call me South Asian. But I am born in England. I'm born in Great Britain, born in London specifically. I've lived here for all my life. And whether or not I'll stay here or not, who knows? Maybe I may want to go for a new adventure, just like my parents did when they emigrated here a long time ago. So hopefully that answers your questions in regards to my ethnicity. But I do get mistaken for various other ones which I've mentioned before. But lovely, somebody always on my channel likes to come and go, "You don't look like that, you look Asian, who do you think you are?" Shut up. Yes, okay, so let's start with the questions on my Instagram page from Humaira, and she has said, "Shahleena, what is your favourite foundation and contouring products?" My favourite foundation was a bit difficult because I tend to use a different one every day, and at the moment I am running out of my foundations and I have to go on a little repurchasing binge. My favourite foundation at the moment is Estee Lauder Double Wear. I think it's awesome, and the thing is, sometimes I've got to work really long days, and I'm leaving the house at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not coming back till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. It's a long day, and I love the fact that that foundation does not budge. It does not make me shine. I mean, like an hour 18, yeah, or 16, yeah, you're going to shine a little bit. And my favourite contouring products, Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I use it pretty much every day. 9 times out of 10 I will use that, and I tend to prefer to use powder contours as opposed to cream contours. I think cream contours are more for more full-on sort of looks. Plus you need a little bit of time to be blending that out, and I don't really have the time or the patience to be doing that every day. I love this name, Tutan Sucre. What are your hobbies besides makeup? What kind of music are you into? What is your absolute favourite lipstick? What are your hobbies besides makeup? I'm not that exciting, you know that I'm a bit boring. Plus I go through phases as well of things that I like I went through a glass painting phase. I've got so much glass lying around still and paint in my house, but I've got loads of lovely painted things in my house as well, which my mummy has kept. I love to go to the cinema. I go to the cinema a lot. I saw The Avengers on Friday, the day it came out. Fast and the Furious, the day it came out. I go to the cinema quite a bit. My days of raving and all of that, clubbing and all of that stuff are well and truly over in my 20s. I don't really have the time or energy for that. I get tired. 2 moves and I'm done, and I'm tired. So what else? I love going to museums. I love to go to exhibitions and whatnot. After I film this video, I'm actually going to be going to the Alexander McQueen exhibition at the V&A. And at the V&A Museum, for those of you that don't know, that's the Victoria and Albert Museum in South Kensington along Exhibition Road, where all the museums are. I'm going there with my best friend, and she is actually a fashion blogger, Mimi's Moda. I will link her below so you can check out her channel or her blog. And then I went to the Cinderella Swarovski exhibition not long ago. I like to go to new places. I like to travel. I haven't done a bit of travelling recently, but where was the last place I went? To Canada. So I do love to travel as well. But I do, a lot of the time, beauty, this channel in particular, does take up a lot of my time. I don't think a lot of people seem to realise how long it takes to edit a video. Filming it doesn't necessarily take as long. A Q&A one, I'm just talking, I'm just going to be editing out my sneezing and stuff like that. But like a makeup tutorial, you will be filming longer than you would actually be putting makeup on a normal day when you weren't filming. You'll be filming for like an hour and a half. then you've got to edit it, then you've got to do a voiceover, then you've got to do music, then you've got to do this, then you've got to do that, and there. Before you know it, 2 days have gone. Because in the same time, you're also living life. You're cleaning your house, you're cooking, you're going here, you're going to work, you're doing this. It takes up a hell of a lot of time. Then I'm sharing it on my social media. I'm very active on my Instagram page and Facebook and all the rest. So to be fair, this, yes, it is a hobby of mine, but I love doing it. I love makeup and talking about makeup and sharing things with you guys and being inspired by you and you being inspired by me. And this is my favourite hobby. What kind of music are you into? You know what? I've kind of gone off of music. This is really weird. Do you think this is old age? Especially now when I listen to the radio on Fridays. I listen to Bang FM, which is an urban music station in London. They have old school Fridays, and all the music they play is from my time. Like when I was growing up, I was like, oh my god, it's now called old school. Oh, it must be old. But what kind of music I love? I'll be honest, I am a big hip hop head. I've been a hip hop head since I was a kid, especially from the days of Snoop, Dre, NWA, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Eazy-E, rest in peace, old school Eminem, not new school Eminem, don't like him. I'm also quite big on dancehall music, as in from the Caribbean, bashment music. I'm quite big on that. I know, surprising. I had Jamaican neighbours growing up. I heard a lot of music, a little bit of R&B, a little bit of garage here and there. What is your absolute favourite lipstick? Oh, I can't answer that. I wear a different lipstick every day. I really don't have a favourite lipstick. Where did you develop your colourful, quirky style from? Oh, thank you very much for calling it colourful and quirky. I'm hoping quirky in the positive way. I'll be honest with you, when I was a teenager, when I was like 16, 17, 18, I used to dress up very kind of masculine, and not even masculine like trousers sort of things. I mean like, I used to wear tracksuit bottoms and hoodies all the time and trainers every single day. I always had the latest Nike trainers, always. And I was quite boyish, and that's just because I wasn't really confident in how to dress and what to wear, and I'd always been a fan of bright colours, but I wasn't really sure how to do it. Then I met my beloved Mimo, as in my friend Michelle, who, as I said, I'm going to the exhibition with. She's a fashion blogger. Plus, when me and her, that was around the time, I say about 19, when we became really, really, really good friends. And we are best friends now. Like, she's my best friend. And she has always been very different with the way that she dresses, and she did her, I used to watch the way that she dressed and her style, and then we'd go shopping together and she'd show me how I could wear this with this, with this, with this, and then all of a sudden something just kind of opened up in me, and then I discovered kind of my own individual style, and I've got a lot of respect for my friend in that. That's why you should follow her blog. She is awesome. She is one of the best dressers I know, whereas I've got a very kind of girly sort of style, but with a girly with a twist. Like, I am wearing a very flowery skirt right now, and then I've got this with like letters all over it. Michelle's very kind of eccentric, electric. She's more edgy, whereas I'm a bit more flowery and a bit more poofy skirts and Care Bear t-shirts, and she's a bit more sharp with her dressing. Who is your favourite? And wait, where was that? That was by Liberty X. Now, Antonia Mojian, she has asked, who is your favourite makeup guru reviewer? Mine is you. Oh, thanks. That's really sweet. Who is my favourite? I'll be honest, I love Jacqueline Hill. I love her personality. Tutan Sukra. Oh, you've asked me quite a few questions, haven't you? Okay, what is your favourite film? Beauty and the Beast. I love Beauty and the Beast. Am I allowed to say that? Finding Nemo. Cartoon. I love cartoons, especially Disney films. Favourite film? You guys are going to think I'm really bimbo-y because I love Legally Blonde, I love Clueless, I love Sex and the City 1 and 2. I really love them girly kind of films. But then I do like very, very serious kind of films like 12 Years a Slave. I don't really have... Oh, maybe Godfather trilogy. Love Godfather. I've seen that so many, many times ever since I was a kid, because obviously it was made before I was even born. But I love Godfather. Classic. Reservoir Dogs. You see the big difference there. Girly, girly films, and then slash their necks and shoot them by the mafia kind of films. Tutan Sukra has also asked, which historical figure inspires you the most? I'm done with the spamming now. I find this a difficult one because there are quite a few historical figures out there that I have a lot of respect for, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I derive inspiration from them. I have a lot of respect for Gandhi, who obviously had his movement which involved non-violence, but I'll be honest with you, somebody came and hit me, I'd hit them back. So there would be that one. Nelson Mandela as well. Awesome, great guy, fought for the apartheid for so long, spent 2 decades in prison still fighting his cause. And it's a real shame what is happening in South Africa at the moment, in that all the immigrants are being hounded out by the people who are indigenous to the area, and it almost seems as if Nelson Mandela's hard work has all been kind of spat upon, whereas he was fighting for the equality of black people from South Africa. It now appears that those black people who he helped save are now driving out people from the outside. So it's almost as if the tables have been turned, which I find really upsetting. And that aside, I find him very inspirational. I think you've got to have a lot of you've got to be a very strong person and have a lot of resolve and a lot of patience to be able to do that kind of thing. 20 years in prison, a lot of people would have just given up. So I think he inspires me quite a lot. Antonia has also asked me, have you watched the movie Gone Girl with Rosamund Pike in it? Because she loves that movie. I'm sorry, love, I haven't seen that movie. But if you think it's any good, maybe I'll watch it. Fariana has asked me thoughts about marriage. And have you ever been sleepless for real for not getting any makeup products? My thoughts about marriage. I'm very pro-marriage, but obviously I am not married. But who knows, watch this space. I believe that there is always somebody out there for somebody. I am not in any kind of hurry to put a ring on my finger. So I believe that the man upstairs, up there, only he has the answer for this kind of question for me. Whether or not it's in my books, who knows? But I'm not in any kind of hurry to go and hit the clubs and find a man like some women are. Get a life. And have you ever been sleepless for real for not getting any makeup products? Let me try and think. I've always been quite lucky in getting what I've wanted to get, and sometimes it's been out of luck. And then on those random occasions when I haven't been able to get something, have I lost sleep over it? Nah, not really, because there's always another better one coming out around the corner. I mean, half the time I can't keep up with the amount of collections that are coming out left, right and centre from so many brands. So if I'm not able to get something, it's no big deal. I'm sure there's always something else. I'm always able to get something else later on. But I do understand what you're saying. I have had a few headaches over it. Like the Simpsons collection last year, which I ended up getting eventually. What is your current occupation? I am a marketing manager and I work in property. I have been a marketing manager for the past 5 years and I've worked in property for the past 3. And I very much enjoy my job. I've got 10 years of marketing experience now. I am, as what you would call, a senior marketer. And I've done quite well for myself. I'm very proud to say I've worked hard for it. I've worked very hard to be where I am today. And all I can say to any of you guys that are younger than me, or even if you're older than me, and you are wondering how to get into this field or how to excel, I would say study and study hard. And that's all I can say. Everywhere nowadays you need a degree. I have a degree in marketing communications. And I worked hard to get that degree, and then I started from there and I worked my way up there. Don't ever expect to be given handouts. If you are given handouts, you should consider yourself lucky, and you should have to work even twice as hard to prove yourself than somebody like me who had to start from the bottom as a receptionist, and I'll work my way up to becoming a marketing manager. Then eventually the next level will be head of marketing or marketing director, and that's it, I'm done. I'm pretty much already there with my career. I gave myself a deadline as well to be a marketing manager by the age of 30, and I did it by 28. So always set yourself goals, set yourself achievable goals, and once you hit those goals you can be proud of yourself. But if you don't hit those goals straight away, you just work a little bit harder to get where you want to get. But education is the key to that, perseverance, ambition as well. She has also asked, can you also do a how I remove my makeup video? Do you really want to see me washing my face at night? I'm not good at it. I'll think about that one. Let's see. Donna has asked, favourite junk comfort food and what food do you absolutely hate? I can start with hate. Aubergine. Oh my god, I hate it. And I hate a very specific type because my mum is a Punjabi. She makes Punjabi food. She makes this thing called bartha, and I probably can't pronounce it right because my pronunciations are atrocious. but it's basically grilled aubergine. Oh, and the thing is, when she makes it, she grills it, I can smell it coming into my room. I have to leave the house. She actually tells me that day to go find dinner elsewhere. I hate grilled aubergine. I hate mushy food, so mushy peas, mashed potatoes, anything with those kind of textures takes me back to school dinners when I used to gag on mashed potatoes. And the thing is, I love potato. Like scrambled eggs as well, they're all mushy. I don't like mushy stuff. Mushy just, ugh, no. Mushy tomatoes, ugh. Normal tomatoes, love. Weird. Favourite junk comfort food? I am addicted to Coca-Cola. There's a can over there. There's a half bottle over there. There's another can there. I have like 1 can a day. That is so unhealthy and so bad. That's like six spoonfuls of sugar every day. That's terrible. I'm addicted. And food. Don't mind a good KFC hot wings now and then. Shepherdess01 has asked, what is your standpoint on all things religion? I am a Muslim. I was born a Muslim. And all I have to say about religion is each to their own. I think we should respect all other religions. There is no religion to me that is better than another. There is no, and I stand the same on race as well. You know, when people say something against a white person or black person, I'm sorry, aren't you all going to die the same way? Didn't we all come into the world the same way? Don't we all bleed red? That's what I have to say about that. And that's the same thing I have to say about religion as well. You know what? There's nothing wrong with informing other people about what your beliefs are, but imposing them on them, that's not right. It's always good to educate people. For example, in my workplace, my manager, she's a Hindu. My MD is he's Jewish. There's a Christian that I work with as well. My best friend is married to a Pakistani Muslim. She's Christian. We all learn about each other's religions. It's fascinating to learn about different backgrounds and stuff. But all this Islamophobia that's going on, all this anti-Semitism, stop. You know, all these nutters out there that say that they're doing this in the name of Islam, stop. You're really not, and you make me sick. And you will most likely end up in hell. I do believe in heaven and hell. You're going down there. I'll probably end up there. Or maybe somewhere halfway in between at least. But that's what I have to say about religion. How would you describe your personal style? Adatadine has said that. My personal style is girly and girly. I was going to say girly and curly. Girly with a little bit of colour injected in there. A little bit different, a little bit quirky. Farah 896 has said, what is your career? What did you study at university? I've already answered that. I work in marketing. I'm a marketing manager and I studied marketing communications. Sharini has asked, as a South Asian woman living abroad, do you find you are out of touch with your culture, values, or do you embrace them along with the more westernized views? As I'm fascinated by this, identity, culture, etc. I wouldn't describe myself as a South Asian woman living abroad because I was born here, so I know nothing different, but I do understand what you're trying to say. Out of touch with my culture, values. I would say that I'm not out of touch with my culture and my values because of my parents, because of my upbringing. I mean, obviously when you're born in a certain country, you don't think any different. You don't think I'm born into India, I am born in China. It's just, this is my home. That's it. My first language wasn't English, it was Urdu and Punjabi. I've eaten Asian or Indian, Punjabi, Pakistani food since I was born. So to me, it's just called food. It's not called Indian food. It's when's food ready, Mum, not when's Indian food ready. And I've worn shalwar kameezes since I was a kid. Again, to me, it's nothing different. To me, it's just like normal. Like one day, I mean, I do tend to wear more Western, if that's what you want to call it, Western clothes, but that's because of where I'm born. But I speak Urdu to my parents now and then. My little niece who lives with us, 15 months old, she's learning how to speak English and Urdu as well. I mean, nothing in our house would particularly scream, this is an Asian household. Other than there is a few bits from the Quran written here or there. So I'd like to think that I am not out of touch. I mean, I've been to Pakistan before. I think the only thing that made me shocked was the amount of poverty I saw over there, because you're so used to not seeing that kind of thing in this country. with the more westernized views. I mean, I guess I am spoiled as a Westerner if you think about things that we take for granted, like water coming out of a tap, a toilet that flushes, a toilet in general. You know, I've got a roof over my head. I don't have to worry about weather conditions. I have a car, I can drive, I can go where I want. I've got money, I've got a job, you know. These are the things that we take for granted more than anything else, as opposed to being out of touch with my cultures and values. Bloggers are seeing as the election's coming up, you should totally talk about politics because no one ever else does. Funny you should mention that. I had Labour on my doorstep yesterday and I don't think that they realised whose house or whose door they were knocking on. So the MPs, campaigners were on my road looking for their vote, and I had a few choice words for them, because I think people are sometimes under the assumption that because I love hair and I love makeup and I love clothes, I must be stupid. It's not like that at all. There's a lot more going up there than what you see over here. This is just makeup. It washes off at the end of the day and it goes back on. But what is up here is what remains the same. Now, I studied politics, funnily enough, at college. I have an A-level in politics, and I was considering doing law once. I did actually start a law degree, but then I stopped it and started marketing, and then eventually going into politics. So I have become more aware of politics the older I've got, and the more that I work, the taxes that I pay, where those taxes are going, the fact that the streets are dirty because the council have decided to cut street cleaning to every this many weeks instead of this, picking up bins, charging us £75 for a green bin for recycling, you know, that sort of thing. So I do like to keep myself abreast of things that are happening day to day, and the campaigners did not know what hit them. I could hear my mum and dad giggling in the background because I had quite a lot of questions for them. I said, you've opened up a clinic down the road, but is that just because you want it for my vote, or is it going to shut down again? Why did you do this? Why have you done that? Why have you closed libraries? Where are children going to study? Yet you have got in the council a CEO as well as a leader, and the CEO only works 3 days a week and earns more money from the Prime Minister. Why is that? And they were like, can we get somebody else to come and talk to you about this? So yes, so I am at this point undecided about who I'm going to vote for. But to be fair, in Harrow where I live, in the borough, London Borough of Harrow where I live, it is a Labour run council, but the Tories had actually done a much better job. So at a national level, I'm not sure. At a more localised level, I have kind of decided, but we will see what happens. Roma is Hungry has asked, who's my favourite 19-year-old? It's not you. Alright, it is. Kumar Shital has asked, this would be, who's your biggest inspiration? It's going to have to be my mum. I'm sorry. I know you guys are probably thinking everybody says their mum, but it's true. My mum is awesome. She's an awesome woman. I love her to pieces. I would do anything for her because she has always done everything and anything for me. She has sacrificed things that other mothers would not even have to worry about sacrificing for their children. She does everything for me, and yet she is the sweetest, most kindest and humblest person in the world. You know, the kind of thing she would do, like she would follow the bus to make sure that I was getting to college okay, because I was unsure about taking buses and how to get to college. How many mums do you know that would do something like that for their children, you know? My mum is an amazing woman and I love her to pieces, and she constantly inspires me. Even right now, she's sitting in that room knitting and playing Candy Crush because I got her to learn. I got her onto Candy Crush. I'm sorry, Dad. Yeah, so I love my mum. She is definitely my biggest inspiration. Oh my God, Syra has asked your top 5 makeup brands. MAC, obviously, because there are loads of things that I use from MAC, even though nowadays I tend to not use as much MAC as I used to. Okay, I'm not actually sure how much of my video that recorded because I think it cut out. Stupid thing. So I was in the middle of telling you my top 5 favourite makeup brands. So MAC, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Urban Decay, Too Faced, and the 5th one, oh, it's going to be a hard one. Yeah, I'd have to say NARS. Oh, yeah, NARS. I like NARS stuff as well. I want to try their new dual intensity blushes and then hopefully do a review for you guys, but not yet. We'll wait until payday, if you don't mind. And let's see, a last question was what my job is outside of YouTube and what my general life is like, by M's Intellection. I didn't write it properly, sorry. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I'm a marketing manager, and I work in property development, and I love my job. I enjoy it very much, more so because I love the people that I work with are great, and that makes a very, very big difference when you are working in any kind of company. You can love your job, but the people you work with can be complete and it can then in turn make you hate your job. And what my general life is outside, well, I've already kind of let you guys know. I go here, I go there, I see my friends, I go there, I go traveling, I go to see this, I go there. I don't do general everyday kind of stuff like you all do. I get up, I go gym 4 times a week, 3 times before work and 1 on Saturday. And talking of which, I need your guys' help, please. So one thing that I am actually doing at the moment is I am helping a lady with her project, which what she does is she is a back therapist, a back pain and a neck pain therapist. So people who've suffered from whiplash, car crashes, general wear and tear, the way you pick up things and this kind of thing. And you know what, the older you get, the more your back hurts and your neck hurts and this hurts and that hurts. Anyway, Richard Branson, obviously a billionaire and entrepreneur and guy who wants to go live on Mars or whatever it is, he has done a competition which is called Pitch to Rich, and he is offering a winner £50,000 plus marketing help and this, that and the other, to pitch to him their business plan, their business idea. And I am helping this lady pitch her business, which is called B for Backs, and I would like her to help her win. So I'm helping her do that, and she needs online votes. So if you would kindly mind helping us to win, because this would be great, not just for her but for me as well, because I'm helping her, or I'm assisting her with parts of her marketing. I'll link it below. All you literally have to do, put your first name in, put your surname in and your email address, then you'll get an email saying, can you verify that you did vote for us? And then you click yes, and voila, we will then have a vote. So please, 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 I've got over 10,000 subscribers. The least I can do for her is get some of you guys to help her win, because that would just be an awesome, awesome thing. So yeah, so I think that's about it. I think you know everything about me now. If there's anything else you want to know, ask me below. I can always do another Q&A video another time. And also the winner for the Sleek Del Mar 2 palette competition. The winner is Rose Makeup 22. If you see this video, please drop me an email. It's around here somewhere. If not, I will email you at some point this week. Congratulations, you won. My mum chose. She just picked a number for me and it was your number. Lucky. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.